Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. There are many an affliction out there. The common cold, headaches, nausea. But then again, those are the more physical afflictions. What about the more emotional ones? Sadness, depression, boredom? While there are no correct answers, there is no right answer, seeing as how every person is different. Every person has their own way of coping and dealing and overcoming these emotional afflictions. However, there is one affliction, one emotional disease that I do know the cure for. While of course a novel or a movie could easily suffice and act as a suitable cure, my diagnosis, however, would be to use the best treatment possible. In my opinion, the best treatment is video games. Video games, in my personal and medical opinion, are the best way to deal with boredom. In my opinion, it is the cure for boredom. Now, what causes boredom? Well, a lack of stuff to do, a lack of engagement, a lack of entertainment, a lack of, well, any sort of emotion. You're not happy, you're not sad, you're just bored. You just feel lifeless, uneventful. So what do you do to treat this feeling of boredom? Well, you read a book, and you hope that the story or the characters engage you. You hope the story excites you so that you can keep reading to the next page, or there's a mystery, some form of intrigue that keeps you reading so that you can learn the answers. With a movie or television show, you hope it engages you in the same way, but it also engages you visually. That not just what you're listening to catches your interest, but also what you see on screen. Is it colorful? Is it extraordinary and fantastical? Is it relatable? Is it enthralling in some way? Now, when it comes to a video game is able to engage you visually and with audio, the same way a movie or television show can. It engages you mentally, like a novel can. What with stories, characters, events, the activation of your imagination. But it also engages you mentally in another way, by actually playing the game. With a movie, you can just sit back and watch. The movie does the work for you. If you want the story to progress, if you want actions to happen, you've got to make them happen. You've got to be a part of it. Nothing moves forward until you allow it to move forward. So not only does it engage you mentally, but it also engages you physically. What with you actually having interaction with whatever you're using to control the playable character or create actions within a video game, whether it be mouse and keyboard or console controller. You see, video games engage you visually, mentally, and physically. Something novels and movies and television just can't do. Video games pique your interest in such a way and engage you in such a way that boredom just freaking disappears. Say in a story-heavy game like The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, Life is Strange, Gone Home, those games engage you because of the story, because of the characters, because you want to uncover and discover as much as the plot, as much as the backstory as possible. And these story-driven games give you the ability to kind of almost tell your own version of the story. Which, well, it can't be done in a novel, it can't be done in a movie, and therefore it's more engaging, and also provides replayability. You can come back to this game, make different story choices, discover different things, if you take the time and investigate a little more. Then we have action games, the shooters and the hack and slashers. While some of those games do indeed have good stories, and that indeed can be a factor in your engagement with the game. The story could be the thing that ties you to the game, and you just want to keep pushing and pushing and playing and get to the ending and see how it all concludes. Well, that's certainly possible in an action game. When it comes to action-packed shooters and hack and slashers, what's most engaging is the overall action, the combat, the set-piece moments, the visuals. These at times keep you more engaged than a movie or a book ever could. Because, well, of course, you're a part of it. You're forming, you're creating the action around you. You're building the action scenes. Your actions will determine what happens, who lives, who dies, what weapons are used, when they are shot, how everyone, playable character, allies, enemies, move around the environment, that is all determined by you and your actions, and that's unbelievably engaging. And also, as a side note, let's be honest, video games nowadays, graphically, visually, just the visuals overall, the special effects, the animations, they look absolutely gorgeous nowadays. They look beautiful, and when combined together create some truly beautiful, jaw-dropping action scenes. If I may give some examples of video games that provide this: Titanfall, Call of Duty, Destiny, Evolve, Binary Domain, the Red Faction games, Red Faction Guerrilla and Armageddon. They're just too many video games to count. So, from a narrative standpoint, video games can engage and entice you. From a visual standpoint, video games can entertain and enthrall you. And from a mental standpoint, video games can challenge you, fulfill you, and even comfort you. Or if you're looking for a more emotional feeling, if you want a game to have a real impact on you, to send you a message or make you think about things. If you catch my drift. Video games can absolutely do this too, especially in the indie genre, where with indie games a lot of devs really take artistic chances to elicit an emotional response from you, whether it be sadness, happiness, or just a mix of the two. There's just about a video game to cover every sort of emotion, to fulfill almost any want or need. There's a video game out there. For those looking for a good narrative, video games can provide. For those looking for an adrenaline fix, video games can provide. For those of you looking for a challenge, a mental and even sometimes physical challenge, video games can provide. Video games also offer something that novels and movies just can't provide, besides gameplay, besides the interaction with the viewer/player and the actual piece of art or product. While video games do offer interactivity, they also offer something else: direct socialization with people, whether it be strangers or friends. And this is via multiplayer. Video games can offer and provide multiplayer, and multiplayer allows people from across the world to share and create new experiences within a video game. Players can work together, work against each other, trying to outwit or overpower one another. Or if you're playing a more cooperative game mode within the video game, you're trying to use teamwork, supporting one another to complete whatever objective the game throws at you. This creates a unique, one-of-a-kind experience that again can only be found in video games, and this is a great way to exercise boredom. Because video games also give you the opportunity to socialize, make new friends, hang out with friends online, in the blink of an eye at any time, from almost anywhere, as long as you have the internet connection. And sure, while talking with friends about a book you just read, or a movie you just watched, over the phone, or through social media is good and all, but why not have a unique experience directly with your friend simultaneously? Or compete against your friends. Video games can offer unique, entertaining competitions between friends, via racing games, fighting games, puzzle games, you name it. And of course, there are also always the awesome blockbuster action games that can be played alongside with friends. I mean, woo! Just woo! Look at all that! Look at all that stuff I just talked about. If video games don't take care of your boredom problem, I honestly don't know what would. There's just so much video games have to offer. From the different genres, to multiplayer, to stories, to awesome action scenes, just the list goes on and on and on. But one other important thing about video games is, and this is another important factor in removing boredom, is being able to live out your dreams, your fantasies, the places you go in your head, the things you think about when you're bored. Don't tell me you don't think about giant robots fighting each other, slaying dragons, being a hero, saving the day. Those sorts of fantasies and dreams that you think of daily, video games bring that shit to life. Video games are literally dreams come true, and dreams are the anti-boredom. Our dreams, our fantasies wash away boredom. Because the fantastical is, well, just so fantastic. And I find that video games are the best way to express that. This has been the Gamertron, and this has been the Gamertron Show. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps me, helps you, helps everybody involved with the video. If you hit that like button, hitting the like button lets me know I did a good job and you guys want more of these kinds of videos. Next up, please leave a comment. I love getting comments. I don't get nearly enough comments. I'm sure you guys have your own unique opinions and thoughts to say on the subject matter of how video games are a great way to cure boredom and what is the best game for you to play when you're bored. Let me know in the comment section below. Let me hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I love reading comments. Please leave a comment. And finally, if you just stumbled across this video and this is the first video of mine you have seen, I'm the Gamertron. I love video games and I love talking about video games, and I hope that interests you enough to subscribe to my channel and support me. Anyways, this has been the Gamertron, this has been the Gamertron Show, this has been a video, and I will see you guys later.